welcome back to the channel. My name's Kathy Jarvis, and we're in the middle of strawberry season, and you can hear the dehydrator going in the background. I already made the jam, so now I'm going to make some simple strawberry pancake syrup. Now this can be used on pancakes and cheesecakes, bundt cakes, anything that you want a nice strawberry syrup on. This works great. It can be kept in the freezer, or you can keep it in the refrigerator. Okay, it can keep in the refrigerator for up to a week, and then keep in the freezer from 3 to 6 months. And to reheat it, or to thaw it from the refrigerator, you can either put it in the fridge overnight, or you can put it in the microwave, or you can empty the container out into the stove and heat it up on the stove. So, let's get busy and make some simple strawberry pancake syrup. The first thing you need is a tablespoon of cornstarch. You put that in a separate container, and then you take some room temperature warm water. I need 3 tablespoons of it. Mix that with the cornstarch. Just whisk it around with the fork until it's dissolved. It doesn't take long. In your pan, you got 4 cups of strawberries that have been cleaned and cut into quarters. So you add the cornstarch to this mixture. Two teaspoons of lemon juice. You can also add the zest of the lemon if you want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be exact. Just, and then you add 1/4 cup of sugar. Turn on your heat to medium. Stir this as it's heating up. You want to come to simmer. Now, depends on how chunky you like your syrup. You can either use a potato masher and smash them as they get soft. Just keep doing this until it gets the consistency you want. If you want no chunks in it whatsoever, you can put it into use an immersion blender to blend it completely down. Once this comes to a boil, we will stir it for 5 minutes, leave it cool, and put it in our freezer containers and freeze it. We don't start timing it until after it starts to boil. We have 5 beds of strawberries, so we get quite a few berries. So I have to come up with different ways to use them because you can't eat that many berries all at once. And we don't seem to use the ones that are frozen. They have to be used up within 6 months if they're frozen whole, because they kind of lose their flavor. And the jams and the syrup, they say to use within 6 months, but we've used the jam for a whole year and not noticed any difference in the taste. The syrup never lasts that long. And the thing is, I could make the syrup or the jam from the frozen berries. So if you run out of the syrup and you want more, you can always get your frozen berries out and unfreeze. Just throw them in and cook them. And you can make your simple strawberry pancake syrup any time of the year. Okay, once it starts boiling, turn it down so it just simmers. Set your timer for 5 minutes, and now you're going to be stirring it constantly. And you can smash it more with your, you can even use your blender to make it even more. Depends on how much you want to get done. Continue to cook it down. If you decide you want it even further, if you want more of the chunks out, you can do that after the 5 minutes to get to the consistency that you want. So you notice it's starting to thicken up. You don't want it real thick. And once this is cooked, you'll cool it down a little bit before you put it into your containers. And it can be either a glass or a plastic container, just as long as it's airtight before you put it in the freezer. And make sure you allow about a ½ inch from the top for it to expand as it freezes. Just keep stirring it. Alright, take it off the heat and allow it to cool. So you can use the blender or the masher to get more of the chunks out if you wish. Okay, now that your syrup has cooled down sufficiently, we're just going to put it in our containers. It makes about 1.5 cups, so you can kind of judge how much you want for each meal. This isn't a real sweet syrup. You can add more sugar to it if you find that your family likes it sweeter. We kind of like the natural strawberry sweetness, so I don't make it super, super sweet. Okay, make sure there's none on the outside to keep it from sealing. Put your lid on tight. Make sure you label it. And then put it in the freezer. And use it within 3 to 6 months. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. And hit the bell icon so you know when I'm going to be on next. Remember, dream big and follow that dream. Bye.